Hi guys, just a quick update. Made some changes as we agreed. The first thing is I've taken the cover that was on the pickup tube off because it was blocking the flow. I mean, you look at the flow now, and there it is at the back there because it's got a Nubius on it. So I've kind of left that in the tank to make sure everything's okay. There are some micro bubbles in the morning. I've just given it a water change. We do have some, there we go, look, there it is at the back there. Took out one of the little caves that was at the front because you don't really need it in there. Moved some plants around. I took one of the 53Bs out. There's still one in there. It's always best to have it in multiple tanks, that way if you ever run out of it you can take a cutting of said one, and it's in that, which is in the den. I call it the den. There's the cutting there, and there's the cave we took out. I do like the shimmery effect of the light, but officially the ORs or OAs or whatever you want to call it, that filter's, the concept's fantastic, the execution's rubbish. We're probably changing that out. Got no choice really, I don't think. I'm hoping that takes hold. The roots are still green. You do get a little bit of melt, they call it, or die off, which is going to hopefully clear up a little bit. Still got a lot of those. Now you can see where the magnets are now on that filter. See it on the side there? I'll show that's magnetic, which is strange. But yeah, so I took that out of there. It's made a little bit more fun. I will be taking some of the plants out of here, although the swords are doing extremely well in there. The Nubius is doing fantastic. If you look at the new growth on there, we've actually got, it looks like a flower coming out. That's a beautiful thing. Fish are doing well. A little bit scared at the moment, always a bit skittish after a water change. Still got the cardinals. They've been in there, yeah, they were the first fish I rescued, I think, the cardinals. Great fish, great fish. They do, Tetras too tend to stuff neurological issues. It can't really be dealt with, you know. Oh, and there is shrimp in here. I'm pretty sure that they are, well, hybrids, because as we know, the normal shrimp, the Amanos, don't tend to breed, which is strange. But these guys, there's one over here somewhere that I saw earlier, is tiny, and looks like a baby shrimp. So here we go. I'm going to check out the other ones. Oh, there he is, up there, see him? As you can see him on that leaf. Tiny little fella. Yeah, so the tank's doing really well. Quite chuffed with the way things are turning out. It has morphed slightly. There was a little bit more debris. You know, there's a little bit of this on there. See it on there. I got the flipper, which is a very good. I think anything. I mean, if you get your hands in there, when you're doing a water change, you know, you can probably get rid of most of the grief. I mean, the water is actually very clear in here. One of these days I'm going to get the GoPro out and do another underwater one. But there you go. I'm going to switch over to the other tanks now. We'll have a look at them. See how them. One of them's got a little bit of an issue we're going to deal with. But yeah, how cool is that? Oh, there's the other shrimp. Look, they're all over the leaves. So you know, when people say you can't have shrimp, well, there you go, and they're doing really well. Right, let's go and have a look at the other tanks. Check these guys out. I got those shrimp sticks off eBay. Now look at these little babies. There's some in there that are starting to colour up. Now, shrimp are great scavengers. There you go. She's very majestic, that one. This one here, look, this is one of the hybrids, the originals. But as you can see, a lot of them are female. With guppies, it's very hard to sex them because they do change, but there are some new babies in there, so we're going to have a look at that. A lot less snails in there. The assassins are doing really well. But I'm going to have a look because in here you've got some that are just starting to get a shimmy of colour in the back there. I don't know if you can see that. So that's quite good, but there's a lot of babies, look. Very dark coloured, look at them, can you see that? I don't know if you can see that, but anyway, look, very dark, oh look at him. Very dark colour, okay, which is good, because that's the hybrid colours. Panda, look at him. Pandas are great, give them a little bit of sand, they're happy, but see that? They do love that as well, which is any kind of sort of active type of soil, like your Fluval stuff, your Substrat Pro and all that. That's pretty good. But yeah, I'm quite chuffed with that, the way it's gone. Little baby. I did have a bit of a move around filter. These filters are going to be coming out of here. I'm going to go all, in these tanks I'm going to go all sponge. Nubius is doing really well. Did have some melt on the thing with the snails, you see. You know, the swords, you know, they love the sword. It must be like an aphrodisiac to them, because as you can see they've gone crazy. But anyway, that's that one. There's one of the originals. There you go. You see that? Gorgeous, mate. But yeah, they're going to start colouring up really nicely now. I do like these things, look. Don't know where that blue thing comes. There's a blue one there and a white one, another blue one. I think it got contaminated when I put it in. Right, let's have a look at the flex. Here we go. Oh, there's a couple of babies in there. Oh, there's 4 babies in there. But look at all these little baby shrimp. You see all these? There's loads in there. It might have been when we was moving everything over, being their live bearers. It's probably going to be guppies, I would have thought. But hey ho, there's lots of shrimp now. You see how everything's changing colour. There's peat balls I put in there, which is making the 53B go, which is good. Going to probably take the filters out, as I say. I'm going to go all sponge at the moment. But there was a bacterial bloom in here, which kind of knocked the socks out of this tank, which is strange. I mean, don't be, you know, if you can have a really clear tank and it can be chemically destructive to the fish. You know, you can have nitrites and ammonia in there, and you could have one that looks like soup, like old dishwater soup, and like this one, and there's no nitrates, nothing in it. Well, there's a trace of nitrate, which is good, obviously. That could be from the fertilizers I've been putting in anyway, but there's no ammonia and no nitrite, so that's good. So there you have it. You know, I'm quite chuffed with the way things are going. I do put fish in this tank purely because I want to keep the cycle going, and you need ammonia for that, and shrimp just haven't got a bio load. But when those fish get a bit bigger, they will be transferred again. Shrimp are crazy, look at them. Yeah, they will be transferred again. And while we're in lockdown, guys, I can't really do anything. I haven't been anywhere to save fish or anything like that. But I am really going to go and see what these guys are coming up, because they're darker than normal, which is a positive. Alright guys, well, you keep safe, and don't just release loads of videos if you can. We all want to see them. And you take care now. Cheerio. Bye bye.